Hello, hello. Just sorting out the stream in the background on the laptop. I'll be with you as soon as I can. Okay, that may have worked. I think that's done the trick. There we go. Just sort that out. There we go. That's done it, I think. So, hello, Thoughtful Gamer. Good to see you as well. Good to see you, party guys. Well, good day, and good day to a name that was. So, just going over what's been added to the game as we go along, almost. So I guess, wow. It might be a bit of a slow start, let's be honest. So, first up, let's start off with the store. Obviously, they just added some generalist stuff to the store. So, obviously, got deal of the day. Yeah, okay. General staff college looks interesting for 50 promotion orders, but considering that we could have just got ourselves 60 promotion orders due to the weekly boost reset, it's not super special. If it wasn't for that, I would be a bit more tempted, in all honesty. Now, they are selling a year's premium, discounted down to 11,250 doubloons, so if that's the best way to get premium, if that is something that you are looking at doing, I'd always recommend, if you are looking to get premium, just get a year's worth, probably circa Christmas, New Year, or sometimes Black Friday. That's always what I would feel is better. But that basically covers off the front page. Doubloons to doubloons. New Year 21. So obviously here we have Lenin, which is available for 25,000 Icebreaker tokens. I could go over her if you want. Let's see. Because I do have tier 7 battleships within my spreadsheets. Boop. Let's open that. So there's the Lenin, the what if super Soviet Nelson, because Russian bias. So of course it's got everything. Modules wise, it doesn't seem to be anything special going on here when it comes to the modules. It seems like your bog standard modules going all the way through it. Loadout, obviously we haven't got the confirmation of that. But however, looking at her and quickly doing a... Actually, we'll quickly just drag over to the traits. So she's got superior armor piercing pen, she's got sure shot, and she's agile. Okay, well, these Russians were very good at designing battleships. Going to the armor, now the armor view does look actually quite nice. So, but we'll go into a bit more detail regarding the armor view a bit later. But If we strip off, usually, pretty much just strip off all the other stuff and look at the citadel, we can see that the citadel is partially above the waterline. There is no angling of the citadel in any way. However, I guess one thing to mention is obviously the bow plating looks quite reasonable to the point where it's actually it's basically 32 mil, so it can bounce 15-inch guns coming in the front. So she can be hit by 16-inch guns or higher, considering quite a few battleships at tier 7 do have 16-inch guns, and also you've got the Yamato in there, say at legendary tier, which she may be facing off against. You can kind of see that. That's quite amusing. She's got a thin bit of plating back there, but trying to get to that's going to be quite difficult. And also, being that she's probably going to be nosing in against you, that's going to be quite difficult to get to. And there's her auxiliary systems, although what that auxiliary system actually is hard to know. I mean, I potentially said it was maybe a secondary magazine, but it doesn't look to be that. So maybe it's steering gears? But yeah. So quickly having a quick look over the stats, and let's see, we'll just compare it to the tech tree averages. 63,000, so she's slightly below average HP base. Armor wise, well, now we've got the armor viewer, it's better to do comparisons using that. Torpedo reduction is below average. Gun caliber, yeah, quite reasonable gun caliber. You're up there with the Vladivostok and the Iowa, and the Margie's obviously got slightly larger guns. Number of barrels, you've got 9, that's pretty average. Range, so you got a slightly short range, but only by about 300 meters. Reload time, oh, you got quite a slow reload, but it's on par with the Vladivostok. I think you pretty much probably got similar, yeah, very similar guns to the Vladivostok maybe. Traverse speed's actually quite reasonable. High explosive damage is a little bit below average. Is it below? No, it's below average. It's the same as the Vladivostok, same fire chance. Same AP penetration, AP shell damage as the Vladivostok. So you're probably going to have a very similar DPM to the Vladivostok. Maybe you might have slightly better DPM due to your faster reload. Maneuverability. Let's see, they say she's agile, so we're looking for a rudder shift that's quite decent. Yeah, I'd say she has a decent rudder shift actually. She's better than average. She's probably second best overall. Turning circle looks very good actually. Pretty much best in tier against the tech tree. Probably third best if you include the premiums. So that's quite good actually. Concealment wise, average. Yeah, average. So that's just a brief look at the Lenin. 25,000 icebreaker tokens. That's quite a few though. That volume's too loud. Let me turn that down. Sorry, the music has been too loud. Jumping back into the chat. Hello, Peter. Good morning to you. You must be United States. Stuart Spencer. Afternoon, even play some Heart and Oak. I would like to play Hearts of Oak. Unfortunately, I haven't been able to find a public domain version of it. So unfortunately, I don't have one in my collection. If you ever do find me a public domain version of Hearts of Oak, feel free to email it into the channel, and it will go onto the playlist for sure. But for the developers are really good at that. Oh yeah, those Russian developers are really good at making the Russian ships look good. Now, the legendary ships that are available to rent, we'll take a brief look at them, I think. So obviously we've got Conqueror, which is tempting because she is British for me, I have to say. Pyromania, Agile, Superior HE Pen. Armor-wise, doesn't look too bad, I have to confess. And the Citadel is, like, below water. Like, you're only going to get Citadel from plunging fire, so she's tempting. I'm tempted, I have to be honest. Stats wise, all looks quite comparable. Obviously that 48% chance of setting fire is very nice. She seems alright, I guess you could say. Going on to the Worcester. For those of you who are looking for a HE spam cruiser at legendary tier, I wouldn't blame you, considering we haven't actually got a cruiser. at Legendary Tier. All we have is a battle cruiser. So what we got here? So we got reloader, nimble aim. So basically rapid fire, quick turning turrets. Sluggish shot makes her perfect for shooting over islands. She has got 30. She's got 32. Yeah, she's got 32 mil front armor, so that's going to bounce 15 inches or less. She's also very slender. I mean, that's quite impressive. Let's get rid of that. Citadel. Yeah, it's alright. It's not too bad. Stats wise. Only 10% chance of setting a fire, but you guns reload every 6 seconds. Especially if you take like refill station or something like that, you're going to bring that down. Does 33 knots, it's fair. 9.2 second rudder shift, that's going to come down if you start taking steering gears and stuff. That's quite decent detectability as well, I think. It's reasonable enough anyway. I don't think there's anything special module wise. You have no ability to take secondary modules, but then again, yeah, you don't have any secondaries, do you? Yeah, okay, pretty standard stuff. She's interesting. She's interesting. I mean, if you're getting a bit annoyed with Yamatos and Grosser Kerfers, I can see one of these behind an island raining fire down on the enemy would be quite tempting. Now, personally, I think this one might be the star of the show, the gearing. Extended smoke screen, great. Reloader, great. Nimble aim, great. She's basically got 3 turrets from the Atlanta class cruisers, which is, well, we all know what they're like. Alright, so very nice rapid fire turrets. Armor wise, okay, it's a destroyer. Stats wise, I'd like to draw your attention to the torpedoes, which have 16.5 kilometer range. That's more than the Shimikaze with her torpedo upgrade module. Like, this is the best hybrid out there. And the damage is actually still pretty reasonable. So, I think if I had to rate these, like, I think get gearing. Gearing just looks nice. Maneuverability, decent speed. Not amazing. I mean, you could go faster, but it's alright enough. Detectability 7.1, but obviously you're going to be bringing that down with concealment modules and stuff like that. Yeet! Gearing is the best torpedo boat. Hi comrades. Gearing sits pretty high in the water. 16 point what? Yeah, 16.5 kilometer torpedoes on a hybrid destroyer. It's better than the Shimikaze. As to say, Sax, if you're not here and you watch this back, get the gearing. Like, you know you want to. If you play destroyers, I think she's worth picking up. If you're nowhere near having the Shimikaze or the Karaboss completed, or if you're a hybrid destroyer player like myself, this is very tempting. So yes, that's going to be difficult to resist. Because I'm in a position where I could probably pick up the Gearing and the Conqueror, which would be very tempting. Let's see how this stream goes. Obviously, Santa crates. Now, the drop rates for these are actually all online. They don't look too bad, drop rates wise. I've already managed to pick up a Prince Eitel Friedrich in one of these crates, because you can buy a pack of 10 for 9,000 doubloons. It's the only time that they're ever going to be on offer. So I thought, you know what? Let's pick it up, let's have a go. Got myself Prince Eitel Friedrich, which completely justified the cost, and actually that was a ship I was looking at picking up at some point, so quite pleased with myself. That's my Christmas present to myself, all sorted. Now, with your Icebreaker tokens, apart from renting the ships or buying the Leningrad, you can get yourself 10,000 Commander XP, you can get yourself 2 promotion orders, you can get 1 insignia for 2,500. There's a personal mission to get a personal accommodation. You can buy some of this Santa red camo, and we'll have a look at that in a second. Or you can buy some of last year's Secret Santa crates. I can't remember, did they have... Oh, Chat's moving along quite nicely, actually. Yeet, Worcester boys, it's the best fire starter. I am close, like more than halfway to the Karabosc, but I'm gonna get the Worcester. No, I don't blame him, don't worry. Party guy, has anyone played the Cleveland yet after the equivalent of power nerf? No, I haven't. Yeet, equivalent power got nerfed? Yes, the chances of fire got reduced by half. We'll take a look at that as well. Guest glitches, can I have a shout out? Yes, you can. Hello, guest glitches. Funny guy, the chances of fire actually down by 50%. Ah, Jesus Christ. I just want to. Well, you can check out the stats for that. I can't remember. I can't remember if these crates actually have a chance of dropping the Shashio. I can't remember. Obviously, premium, the main one is they've discounted the year. Commanders wise, nothing changed here. Crates, obviously the Super Santa crates, and then everything else is just as is. Ships. Discounted plus a new ship. We have the Iwaki. Now the Iwaki is she's an exclusive ship on the World of Warships Legends disc copy. The one that comes with the Kamikaze, the Arizona, the Texas, loads of premium doubloons and stuff like that. You can pick it up, well, depending on your region where you are, you might be able to pick it up off of Amazon. Make sure it's got the voucher in, because one's redeemable per user, almost, but also once redeemable, so if you get like second-hand copies, users. But the Iwaki is quite interesting because she's a Japanese cruiser, which comes with smokescreen, and the guns are very accurate on it. So you've got a quite strange turret layout where you can get a broadside of about 4 guns. You've also got these torpedo launchers, which actually reload quite quickly if I remember. She's basically a big destroyer in the cruiser slot, a very nice tier 3. If you're looking for a smoke cruiser at tier 3, there you go. She's quite nice. Haven't got her myself, but I know a lot of people who do have her, and I've only ever heard positive things about her. Obviously, stats wise, let's see, those torpedoes reload in 76 seconds, but you get in 10-kilometer range though at tier 3. Okay, bear that in mind. She's quite reasonable speed, quite reasonable rudder shift, quite reasonable turning circle. Detectability is not amazing. Armor wise, okay, yeah, the less we talk about the better. So yeah, she is compromised because she is a big destroyer, but she's fast and she's got those big yield torpedoes, so possibly something worth looking out for. Also, we have discounts. We have 20% discount on the Indianapolis, the Hood, the Cheshire, the Kid, the Nelson, the Flint, the Chitica, the Gallant, the Charlemagne, the Hocknick, the Le Terrible, the Boise, the West Virginia, the Abruzzi, the Graf Spee, the Arizona, the Cossack, the London, the Leningrad, the Julius Caesar. Julius Caesar? Okay, fair enough. She's a good pick. Leningrad, skip it maybe. London, I'd probably skip it. Cossack, she's alright. You can pick her up, that's fair enough. Arizona, who hasn't got the Arizona? Graf Spee, if you like your heavy cruisers, quite tempting. Abruzzi, possible one to steer clear of. West Virginia, I've heard mixed things here and there. Boise, quite an interesting one to pick up. She's basically a Helena with a super heel, which is quite interesting. The Terrible, if you like your French destroyers, she's going to be something that you might be interested in. She's basically Le Fantastic tier 6, and she doesn't come with the main battery reload booster. That's basically it. But quite possibly tempting. Hocknick, you're going to be getting her out of the advent calendar if you haven't been able to do that, and if you want her, it'd probably be cheaper possibly to just buy some of the advent calendar if you have missed out on that. Charlemagne, don't know too much about her to be honest. Gallant, it's basically a copycat Icarus. There's not much difference. She's one of those that I'd only recommend picking up if you're collecting. Ashitika, she's basically a down-tiered Amagi with slightly thinner armor and slightly less accurate guns, I believe. You don't see many of them these days. Flint's quite interesting. She's an Atlanta without radar, -2 turrets, which is only really -1 turret from the broadside. Really good torpedoes, and comes with a smoke screen. So very tempting. Nelson, one of those things, she's either really hit or really miss. I know some people absolutely love her, and also she's one of those. It's because of her armor arrangement. I mean, I might be able to show you the quick armor arrangement here. I mean, obviously I have to pick her up, but if I just knock everything off and we take a look at the citadel, you can see that citadel is absolutely massive. It sits well proud from the broadside, and it's flat fronted. And if we stick the bow on, you can see that the bow is only, what is it, 25 mil. So anything's going to go straight through that bow, and if it goes straight through the bow, it's just going to find your citadel. So you don't bow tank with the Nelson. You have to kind of angle yourself almost to about that angle, where you're kind of bouncing it off your side and bouncing it off your bow, which also means that if she ends up in a crossfire from multiple angles, or she gets pushed, she kind of struggle with that. But also those guns really do hit hard, so especially with high explosives. So she's one of those, I'd say she's hit and miss, swings and roundabouts. Kid, a Fletcher class with one less torpedo launcher and a better AA complement. However, until we get aircraft carriers, I'd be tempted maybe to look the other way on this one. I think once aircraft carriers drop and we know the value of anti-aircraft, I would be very tempted to maybe then say make a decision on this. But being we're not even seeing the anti-aircraft stats coming in yet, so Cheshire, if you're looking for a challenge, but otherwise I'd probably say steer clear. Hood, I like her, so probably ignore my commentary regarding the Hood. I'd love everyone to buy the Hood, but maybe it might not be everyone's taste. Indianapolis is quite interesting because she has got that really long range radar, especially for her tier. However, she is basically very similar to the Pensacola, but she's a tier up and comes with radar. So whether that's one that you're interested in, I mean, I know a lot of people probably did pick her up at Black Friday, so maybe that's why they discounted it, with the intention that people probably won't buy too many of them. Yeah, but you can see that there's quite a lot of fin plating. You consider that now you're tier 6 rather than a tier 5. That does get a little bit concerning. Obviously you do come with 2 more guns, or do you? No, you come with 1 less gun overall compared to a Pensacola. Right. Sorry, I've got to keep dipping in and out of the chat. Yeet. You can get Belfast from the crates. That's why I'm getting the Admiralty backing. Yep, no, don't blame me. Pie guy. Make sure that you buy the new disc, not the used one. Yes. And then it was got both Exeter and Molotov from 11 crates. That's not bad actually. Exeter's quite a nice one. I don't think Molotov's too bad either. Yeet, Pilot guy is correct. Pilot guy, Iwaki is very strong. Yes. Yeet, dudes, I got 350 doubloons from the Secret Santa crate. Wow, fair enough. Neat. I say the Nelson is a glass cannon, low armor but chunky guns. Yes. I guess that's one way to put it. And then it is the same as New Orleans. Is it the same as New Orleans? There she is. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I guess. Well, I guess I think we're both correct. Same as New Orleans and same as the Pensacola, because those armor layouts look very similar. I guess you could say, because you got the same turrets as the Pensacola. You got the same B and X turret, and your A and Y turrets are basically a repeat. Well, no, you don't have a Y. Your Y turret's the same as the X turret. I'm sorry. Where was I was back in the store. Let's jump back to ships. So we've just gone through that. Apart from that, obviously they've reallocated some ships over into the ships tab, and we'll have a quick look at that. Supply, absolutely nothing's changed here. It's all exactly the same as the previous patch, so no stealth adds here. But you're right, obviously we got the North Cape, which is time limited until the 1st of February, and already making some progress on it, which is nice. It's quite a short campaign, so actually I think if you can complete each step in about 24 hours, you are looking at 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 days, so you could probably complete the whole thing before the end, and I think that's going to be my aim. So I switched out the Shimakaze in order to move that along. And interestingly, on this one, if you assign premium ships, then obviously they have a faster tick rate. So if you do have premium ships along the way, I'd probably recommend taking them, because usually I like to match the premium the ship in that slot with the ship in this slot. In this case, I can't do that, so it's kind of like, well, I might as well pick the premiums then. Campaigns and missions, and as per Sunday's video, the weekly boost has reset, so hopefully everyone's going to be enjoying their extra bonus premium supplies. New Orleans is 60mm barrel, right? There was, but the gun there was more New Orleans. Yes, yeah, you could, yeah, because I think the Portland class cruisers were a predecessor to the New Orleans class. So the Portland class is basically that class between the Pensacola and the New Orleans. So that probably makes sense why the armor is very similar between the two, and you've got the turrets and the turret layout and the turrets. That makes sense, I guess you say. Fourth again, can you recall the range of the Massachusetts? Not off the top of my head. I'd like to stab in the dark and say 17 point. Let's just have a look. Obviously, I've cracked on. I've got myself the Admiralty port, and I've boosted 1 week of the campaign, which is basically what I do. So it means then hopefully I should get to a step a week before a person who's normally grinding it. Obviously, I don't get any kind of extra bonuses of like having it gifted to me straight away by Wargaming, because I'm not a CC. Let's see. 17 clicks. So might as well have a look at it while we're here. So a nice at water level citadel, I guess you could say. Turrets look quite chunky arm-wise, especially those turret facings, so you shouldn't be getting your turrets knocked out from the front, I guess you could say. Upper belt looks pretty reasonable as well. Superstructure, nice big superstructure covered in thin plating, going to be perfect for HE or overpenning with well, not overpen / pens with armor piercing, depending on the caliber. Obviously the torpedo bulge, fair enough, and then the barrels looks alright. So having a quick brief look at the big Mamie, or the Massachusetts. Let's compare her to the Tech Tree battleships. Boop. So you've got more HP than the Alabama. That's amusing. But you're still just about below average. Armor is armor. Torpedo reduction. Less than the Alabama. Okay, but definitely still above average, which is quite nice, Guns, obviously 9 guns, 16-inch guns. Range is just a little under average, but you're not oh, and you're not outside the pack is the best way to put it. Reload time, same as the Alabama. Yep, same as the Alabama, so just slightly longer than average. Traverse speed, 45 seconds. That's worse than Alabama. That is worse than Alabama. That's joint second worst. Okay, that's something to take away. HE, basically the shells look to be exactly the same as the Alabama, so if you already have the Alabama, you have a kind of idea of that. If I want to compare it to a Tech Tree, then I'd probably say you've got something like the Iowa, exactly the same as the Iowa. So that means you're probably going to be also very similar. Wise, maneuverability, 27 knots. Ooh. And slow. 27.5, yeah, it's slow, but you're same as the Alabama, but yeah, you'll be the slowest basically there. Turning radius 710. Yeah, same as the Alabama. That's actually basically the smallest turning circle for the tier. Rudder shift 15.7 seconds. What's that get you? Definitely below average, but you're within the pack. Concealment, well, you're not going to stay concealed for long, you're just above average is the best way to put it there. But obviously we don't have any kind of idea on what the consumables are. Oh good lord, every time I come back it just jumps along. Right, yeet. The secondary is 7 kilometers. Yes. That's forming into her traits. So she's got agile, sticky shot, and then she's got super heavy AP, which is quite nice. And then she's got that reloader. and oh, they haven't. Okay, I'm not really sure about reloader. But yes, going into the artillery, she's got those 7km secondaries. So she is a brawler, and that's probably to be expected because we know that she's got worse dispersion and the such compared to the Alabama. And it was. Had a look at the KG5. Yeah, how low that Citadel is. No wonder it's ridiculously rare to hit. Yes, that's quite nice. Yeah, the KGV being sort of having the nice low Citadel. Yeah, so yeah, King George V, usually referred to as KGV within the Royal Navy. You see it inside the film Sink the Tirpitz. No, Sink the Bismarck. Oh, Sink the Tirpitz too. But not the worst. I expected it to be significantly worse. Yes, yeah, I was expecting it to be a significantly more worse. I was expecting probably like 16.5 or something, you know, like really nerf it. But yeah, she looks like modules-wise, she comes with all the standard modules that the American battleships come with, so nothing amazing there. But yes, you can go for. I mean, I can see a lot of people probably wanting to take artillery plotting rooms because the dispersion is expected to be pretty poor, but then again, if you're going for a secondary build, you might, yeah, you're going to be torn between those two, I guess you could say. So that's the big Mamie, and obviously you get a picture of a tree if you complete this. Let's see, if we jump all the way back down to step 40, we can have a quick look at the I don't want to get the name wrong. I want to say it's Yahagi? Where is she? There she is. There's, yeah, Yahagi. So what? She's a tier 4. Miss McJob, hello, hello. Let's have a quick look at the stats of a tier 4 cruiser. So obviously just the one module, pretty standard for a tier 4. Overview, big yield torpedoes. She's fast, however she's got narrow launch, and to be honest, I'm not surprised she has narrow launch when you consider that she had one of her torpedo launches is like in a shed. And the other one's like stuck between, like underneath the catapult launcher. So, and yeah, you got to think she's got to try and she's going to fire her torpedoes out from the boats and the ladder. That's going to be really narrow angles. Like you can kind of almost start picturing it. She's just really tiny little. She's almost going to be very similar to the Yubari, I guess you could say, if you have the Yubari with those very narrow torpedo angles. She also carries a lot of wood. I don't know why. that's a lot of wood. I just noticed that. It looks quite cool though, with the aircraft with the wings folded up. That's quite nice actually. But yeah, she looks intriguing. She's kind of just there, armor wise. But then, what do you expect from a tier 4? I guess you could say. Probably pretty standard stuff. I haven't really looked at many tier 4s armor wise today. Survivability, what are we looking at in comparison to the tech tree? 25,000, just below average. You're somewhere between like a Königsberg and a Kirov HP wise. Armor is armor. You don't have a torpedo bulge, unfortunately. Gun caliber 152. Yeah, it's pretty average, I guess you could say. There's quite a lot of 6-inch guns that's tier. You've only got 6 of them, whereas the average is about 8. So you've got slightly less gun count. Range, just below average. Reload time, below average. So that's good, actually. In some respects. Turret traverse speed is slower than average. You're almost looking at on par with the Montecuccoli. HE damage is above average, which is nice actually. Fire chance above average. AP shell damage, that's below average. That is really bad actually. Only 2,900. That's the worst AP shell damage, so she's very much all about her HE. You don't want to be using AP in her, is the best way to put it. Torpedoes, let's see what we got here. We've got 8 torpedoes, fair enough. Average is about 9 torpedoes. Reload time, 120 seconds. That's worst. That is worst of the tier. Good lord, you're not going to be firing them off very often, let's be honest. Torpedo damage? That is the highest, actually, so that's actually reasonable. Tech speed of those torpedoes is quite large, however, the speed of them is just above average. Range-wise, 12 kilometers range. Yeah, you've got the longest torpedo. Your torpedo range is longer than Montecuccoli and the Veritaka. That's quite nice. Speed, 39 knots. No, 35 knots. Pardon me. Yep, that's average. Wait. Fast. No, she's not. she's just... Her speed's 35. The average speed of a tech tree ship at this tier is 35.1. So she's just below average. And she's fast. Liars. They're lying to us again. Tony Circle, pretty much average. Rudder shift. Okay, rudder shift is good. Okay. Did they give her agile trait? No. Why do they have to lie to us? For God's sake. What do they think? That there isn't some bloody person who does mathematics as a career, has a bloody Excel sheet with all the stats in? Detectability is quite good. That pushes you between the Emerald and the Veritaka. Definitely better than average. Okay. She looks... There's a reason why they're giving her out halfway through the campaign and she's not in the end reward or in the store. She's alright, but I wouldn't be... It's not something I would throw money at. However, for 2,500 doubloons and a bit of grinding, hey, that's not too bad. Can't complain about that. And it actually gives you a mission, doesn't it? Sorry, can't remember what the missions. I think the missions give you flags or something. You receive 6 rewards. I think it's booster flags, if I recall off the top of my head. Let's see, where are we? Mr. Majub, they cram the torpedoes in that tier 4, but the Azuma is nothing but open space. I know what you mean. Forget about the Japanese were not doing their best work with those ships, well, considering she was launched in 1943. Let's be honest, they were probably just shoving it off the slipway and getting it out there. Now, obviously, weekly boost reset. Good. Premium supplies did not reset as predicted, so that's fine. No one's missed out on anything there. Daily boost is what it is. Now, Havoc Part 1 is basically going to be open for 2 weeks, so you can have a quick look at here. Win a battle, earn XP, earn credits, earn global XP, and commander XP. All can be done in standard battle versus AI, tier 3 to tier 7, so your legendary ships aren't going to count for anything for this campaign. And then Shakedown Trials, again, both of these parts are open for 2 weeks. And so this is just get damage, get damaged by fires, get damaged by torpedoes, destroy enemy ships. So, pretty standard stuff. You got 2 weeks to work your way through that as well, so... Fair enough. I guess it means it stays open. So it looks like it's about probably a week's solid work, but you've got 2 weeks to do it probably. Then we've got Facing the Legend and Legendary Trial. So Facing the Legend is basically playing tier 7, so win 3 battles, hit the enemy 1,000 times your main battery, get 1 million damage, destroy 10 ships, and that'll just give you Icebreaker tokens. Then you also have Legendary Trials, win a battle, hit enemy ships 150 times your main battery. Now, if you want to spam that out nice and quickly, that's where the Worcester's going to be quite tempting. Or even the gearing and just pop a big smoke, pop, 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 pop. Otherwise, that could take a while. Especially when you consider the Grocer Curvers and the Yamato, you're looking 30-second reloads. Maybe Alaska, maybe. Get damage to ships, destroy 10 ships. So fair enough. That seems all fair, really. Commanders, nothing changed here. There's no... But did they change anything on the commanders? No, I don't... Oh, well, actually, yes, I guess they did change on the commanders. They added... Boop! Yeah, so it's actually quite interesting in the fact that it has this trait where if you have 3 consecutive fires, um, then and your damage control party is on reload, then you don't take tick damage from the fires. It's a very rare situation. However, the ability to actually reduce the burning damage to your ship, basically reducing the amount of damage that is caused by fires, that's quite tempting actually. Especially when it ranks up quite high. I mean, that would be something that's very tempting on, say, on Hood, because Hood suffers from her very thin upper plating and fire damage. So that's quite tempting for the Hood. That also means that potentially you could take Flammable Cannoneer. I mean, that improves your accuracy. That's tempting. That'll make my Hood quite nice. Other things they've done, they've changed some of the stats on things like Firefighter and on Emergency Specialist, so you can always check those out in the patch notes, which, fingers crossed, I have put in the description. And it was Icebreaker Currency, I think. Can you drop crate drop rates? I need to bookmark it on my laptop. Yeah, go on then. Right, pardon any spelling with that, because obviously I'm typing it one-handed. But there you go, and it was. Sam, hello Sam. Good to see you, good to see you. So, yeah, so we were just briefly going over the commanders. So, apart from the changes that were mentioned in the patch notes, I don't think there's any kind of stealth changes there. Going off the ships, first of all, you'll notice... Oh, let's get to the... You'll notice this down the bottom now, which is actually really quite nice. It just gives you straight away, quick facts about the ships nice and quickly. No, not those. So that's quite nice. If that's what you're looking for, so you can to quickly do stats comparisons, I guess. So now if you want to do comparisons between nations, you can simply just hop around quite quickly, which again, that's quite nice. They've moved the premiums to a premium tab. So these are the premium ships which have been moved out of the store and placed within the ships tab, I guess you could say. So you got Yubari, you got Krasny Krem, T20, T61, Matsu, Warspite, Dunkirk, Atlanta. Now, obviously I have the Atlanta, but I have seen quite a lot of people saying that the Atlanta is now no longer available for global experience, now available for doubloons. I'm not sure if anyone can confirm that, because or anyone wants to confirm that within the chat, whether they maybe it's something they want to change, but that's potentially a stealth change they've done. Obviously Alabama, Monarch, Tirpitz, so they're all here, I guess you could say. Or at least the ones that were there before. Obviously the Texas is gone. Why would you remove a tier 4 battleship that has really good AA? Say no more, say no more. Rightio. So, I think one thing the name was just mentioning was like the armor layer on the KG5, and there you can see there is like the Citadel is just below the water. Like, I wonder why she can sometimes be very hard to Citadel. She's one of those where it looks like she's best to be Citadeled at range. However, if she can close in, she's got like a hunking bout. I mean, I'm not... She's got a very thin upper bout, nice thick lower bout. Very thin nose though. But yeah, it's gonna be, yeah. You can see how she is quite difficult. Superstructure and your torpedo bulges. One thing that is actually quite amusing is I wanted to just show you. There's Hood's Citadel, pretty much at the waterline, and it's only which bit is it? That bit. It's only 51 mil thick, but it is a turtleback. Good lord. But yeah, the issue with Hood is this big superstructure, and let's see, can I, if I get rid of that, and if I bring in the deck armor, let's see, deck's 51 to 127, but the superstructure is 16 mil plating. So very tempted to take the Galloping Girl out. Let's see. Fourth game, wouldn't you be able to see that in the store? Is it not there? No, she's not there anymore. Atlanta's been moved to the ships tab, so I can only see that I have her, and I can't see what cost she is. Do we finish? Show us Edinburgh bow armor. Cause this thing can allegedly bow tank 16-inch guns. No, she can't. She's only got 30 mil, but from my experience that ain't true. I just got her and I lost 10k by Bismarck 15 kilometers away bow tank. Yeah, this is the thing, like, well, first of all, here you go. So let's just get rid of everything else. So there's the bow, and it's only 30 mil thick, so that's not even going to stop 15-inch AP. So she's definitely not a bow tanker. So I wouldn't play her as that. However, I guess if you're angled, you might be alright. It's hard to say. It's one of the reasons why she is very dependent on smoke. But here's the amusing one. This is Edinburgh. This is her sister. I always thought Belfast just did not feel as tanky as the Edinburgh, and that explains it. She is not. She is thin. Like she's the same class of cruiser as the Edinburgh, right? And the Edinburgh's just a lot. Edinburgh just felt more survivable. Whereas, like, Belfast definitely feels a lot more on par with the Fiji. And that makes sense. Doing this, I mean, you can't trust her. Football gamer, if it's that far away, would it not be plunging damage? Potentially, but you kind of hope it would bounce off the top bow, I guess you could say. Maybe it was the superstructure. Spencer Machine, have you covered the Equilibrium Power already? No, I haven't. And hello, Vaz. Good to see you. Good to see you. Equilibrium Power. I mean, oh, sorry. I want to go. No, commanders. Let's see who had Equilibrium Power on my commander builds. Is it Arlie Burke? No. Scott. There we go. So here it basically it's only in the text now. Basically, and half chance of your cruiser HE shell damage. So it's basically halved. So that's only going to give you like plus 1.25%. That's only going to give you plus 1%. So you're only getting plus like 2.5%. So where is, say, a cruiser? So that's only 8.2% chance of setting fire. Let's just go, is that refill station? Yeah. Gas versus a 16.5. I guess it makes sense, really. Trevor, hello. Sam, this is what I want. Hey Vass, I was in the game with you last night. Fair enough, fair enough. Polygon, I played the Dallas earlier and the chance of fire and reduction is very noticeable. Hey Trevor, great to hear. Trevor, you did well. I think you guys are quite happy. Do I mean, for the sake of time. Oh, okay, we're only 48 minutes in. I pretty much covered everything that's new. So, let's take the Helen out for giggles. Oh wait, let's actually put equilibrium power on. Sorry, I forgot I changed it. Let's try that. Let's see how this goes. Let's see how that's been affected. And then what I might do, I don't think is there any point playing any other ships for any other purposes. I think the Helena should do it. I think the Helena should be enough. Vaz, same team or the enemy? Same team. I think I've yeah. I bump into all sorts of people out of random. I think I bumped into Vaz while playing ranked. I bumped into Eternal Biz while I was playing I was reviewing the Roma and he just like spawned in front of me. I was like, oh hello. Bumped into Dimophenus as well actually. That was like a really random game. I was playing the Vanguard and he was just in his lightning. Justin, even with the reduction, even with reduction, the fire chance it won't matter. You can still penetrate the armor, slap Rue and Finay as inspirations, and boom, yes, maximize that HE damage. Very tempting. At the moment, I've got Millibelly and maybe I can't remember, maybe Madden, because I'm just trying to maximize the rate of fire. And then it was go into the menu. You'll like it. Oh yes. Ta-da! Well, first of all, up on the map, you'll notice that now your detectability ring is blue, and it has an eye on it. Your gun range is basically the white line that has a gun. When you switch torpedoes, it does have torpedoes. When you switch to this menu, you've now got more information down below. So it tells you detectability, whether you're basically regular at range, when you're on fire, when you're firing guns of smoke, it shows detectability. You also have some spotting range details, so it tells you the spotting range of your sonar. You've also got other things like, say, like possibly radar down there. Maybe we'll take Belfast or maybe a radar cruiser up next after this. Let's get that aircraft launched as well. Does it give us any details on our aircraft? No. Also, one thing I noticed is that, well, they've made this a little smaller, and one thing I've had to do was all my settings, even though it had remembered my settings, vibration turned off, music in game turned off, and things like that, it actually didn't remember my settings and was like, just everything was like normal volume and everything else like that, so I've had to like go through and just generally set everything. And fingers crossed that's been enough. Okay, so your detectability now turns orange when you're detected and it's green when you're not detected. Just picking up on these. Also, top left, you got your detected, and now this is the blue zone, which is when it drops off, and it tells me why I'm detected and things like that. So it's quite nice to see that. Hi, Sax. Sax, have you bought the gearing yet? Go look at the gearing. Go look at her torpedo range, and go look at her guns, and then tell me you're not going to buy her, or rent her, I should say. Oh, Maori, hello. Happy Christmas, everyone. If I might just briefly mention that there will be a Christmas coming out, a video coming out on Christmas Day. It's not World of Warships Legends related, however it is naval related. If you're on Patreon, you'll probably see it 24 hours in advance. So yeah, that's basically going to be the Patreon video this week. You're going to get 24 hours early access to the Christmas Day video. Hope you enjoy. Let's see. So we're just picking this Eisenhower. Basically, we're just going to see. We're trying to see what the kind of changes that Equilibrium of Power have done. Because they basically halved the fire chance. Because previously, with Equilibrium of Power, it would reduce your fire chance, but using Igniter and Burn It Down XXL, you could actually end up with retaining your fire chance. At least with this, it's just a flat nerf, I guess you could say. And I know I buggered up that Atlanta kite because I turned my tail right into that Eisenhower, which was probably a bad idea because did he punch me straight through the rear? No, I don't see any shell holes. Probably shouldn't be playing the Helena in open water. Captain, I'm on my lunch break, so I can't stay long. And cheers, everyone. Look after yourself. Vaz, oh, I forgot to check the rentals. Wow, just wow. I know what you mean. Basically, gearing looks amazing. Like, very, very tempting. Conqueror is Conqueror is Conqueror. Worcester's Worcester. Worcester's probably more tempting than Conqueror. Especially considering that she's the only cruiser made available. Matt, hello Matt. How was the patch so far? Well, this is the first... second game. First game was in the Jervis there, and that was before the stream. Was my warm-up game. Just testing Equilibrium Power. Probably going to try out a couple of things. I'll probably stream. I'll probably do a bit of gameplay for maybe about an hour, because we've already gone over all the stuff in the store, and just see how this goes. Unfortunately, I can't seem to quite tickle anything. Because it's all hiding behind islands. Admittedly, I did get chased off by an Eisenhower, and that's why I'm re-entering the map. Trevor, does Equilibrium Power still rack up damage, though with less fires? We're trying to find out. While I'm distracted with the chat, but let's see how this goes. Only 600 out of that from 2 pens. Seems like everyone wants to be my friend. That's definitely a Eisenhower over there firing. Oh, got a fire. Yes. Just wait for that Azure Lane Commander. I bet you there would be an Azure Lane Commander that come out. We just improve the fire chance of your cruisers. And they'd be like, oh yes, please. Rank her up to like plus 5% or something. 3,000 damage that time. From 8 penetrates. And in that was about 2,100 and a fire. About 2,400. 2,500. You know, it's... If you can get it to go into the squishy bit of the battleship, it actually does stack up. That's about 2,200 and another fire. That's all shatters because it's on the front turrets. Well, it looks like the enemy team have decided that they want to secure the southwestern corner of the Alpha objective, so I might as well make a push towards the Bravo objective and catch up with the chat. Where are we? Where are we? I do apologise if I have missed one. Edward, hello, hello. How are you doing? How are you doing? Murray, patch in my opinion is nice Christmas gift for the holidays. I guess there's ups and there's downs. There's always going to be ups and downs with it. Although the nerf to Echoing Power doesn't actually seem that bad considering how hard you can make your HE hit, which is that's probably how Echoing Power should be. And to be honest, I'm quite happy with that change. You know, I can live with that change. And that's probably how they should have released it, let's be honest. I mean, making it so you could actually retain your fire chance and have improved HE damage was a bit, pardon me, a bit stupid. Testament, I spent all my doubloons on Santa crates to try and get the Shashio. I got the Poltava. Fair enough. That's probably not the class of ship you're after, considering you're a DD main. Trevor, all those rental ships coming to the Bureau, I think I missed that bit in the patch notes. Oh, okay. And if you did catch the patch notes live stream, it was I did cover it all. I'm mixed views on them. I would have just rather them introduced into the Bureau. I'm not quite sure why they're doing this bit of testing on them. Are they worthwhile? Gearing looks worthwhile. Worcester looks tempting. Conqueror, it's just another battleship, and we've already got 2 of those. And there's already enough battleships up at that tier. I mean, do we need more? Probably not. I'd rather pick up. Very tempted with the gearing there. I might do gearing and Conqueror. Whether I just get all 3. I'm sure you guys will be very vocal and go, oh, just get all 3 and play them this stream. Oh. But I think the Poltava can be good if you learn to play it right. Yes, I was trying to think, who says it? I think Sea Lord Mountbatten refers to the Poltava as the Odin of that tier, tier 6 in there. It's very much like that, I guess he said. It's like very tanky. Let's see if we can actually... Let's get ourselves comfy in here. Venus, Trevor, yeah, definitely, I mean sooner or later. Sax, no doubt. Vaz, the new premium tab in the ship menu is weird. Not all the premiums are listed. It's because the premium ships are split between the store and that tab, and it's just a bit strange. Like, if you're not familiar with that, then that is obviously going to catch people out. Whether there's a way they could show it better, I don't know. I mean, you can't have all the ships in the store, as the store would just be massively long. They've removed them from the tech trees to make room for other stuff. Okay, that's understandable. But then, if you're not aware that not all the premiums are in the store, not all the premiums are in the ship tab, then it's just a bit vague. Whether they could make it where there's actually like an interface between the two, where when you're in the ship tab, it says for more premiums go to the store, and when you're in the store, it says for more premiums go to the ship tab, and you just push a button and you go there. That could be very tempting. Otherwise, yeah, it's not super clear. However, I guess patching that is going to be more of a quality life, quality of life / bit of polish, rather than actually anything super urgent. We might be able to finish this Cleveland if he gets caught out by this. Nah. And I want that one. Nice, there we go. So yeah, that's one way to put it. Trevor, yeah, I'm still going to use the light cruisers. Laugh out loud, I like them. Well, no. If you like light cruisers, you're just going to stick with them. And like you said, you're just going to change your gameplay a little bit. And the amusing one is by nerfing Equilibrium Power, the actual value of Fight Fire with Fire is more just, oh, I want to nerf the amount of burning damage I take, rather than actually trying to prevent yourself catching fire 3 times. Nagato, no. She's not looking at me. 2 of her turrets could quickly train on me. Well, okay, we'll just get rid of these rounds. Yeah, she's firing on someone else, so she's got tunnel vision. And at the end of the day, I've still managed to set 6 fires, so that's not that bad either. Yeah, it's not like the... There's another fire. There's 8. So it's not like... You're not getting crazy amount of fires like you used to. But you're still getting them, which is quite nice. So you're still getting that tick damage, and I guess with that reduced ability, it's not too bad. The thing is anyone interested in Massachusetts? Seems better than Alabama. I'm not a massive Battleship player. That has to be confessed. However, Massachusetts is more like a brawling Alabama, I guess you could say. So if you like brawling, you're going to like Massachusetts. If you like sniping, you're probably going to like the Alabama more. Zax, yes, the gearing looks good. I may rent her. I thought you would. Got to get back to work. See you later. Happy holidays to all. Happy holidays to you, Zax. I'll probably catch up with you sometime. So that's the Helena, and I'm quite pleased with that game, considering I'm reading from the chat at some points. So that's the Helena. What do we want to play? What do we want to see next? I mean, temptation to maybe take Hood out and see what that alternative, like how she feels with those changes I've done to her, is potential. Let's take the Galloping Girl out and see how that changed to... yes, I'm taking Flammable Cannoneer, so I am going to increase the chance of catching fire, but I am improving her accuracy, which she kind of does need. I'm sacrificing Turret Traverse and Rudder Shift for reduced burning damage. So let's see how that goes. So would you recommend Equilibrium Power on every cruiser major? I think when it comes to Equilibrium Power, I think you could recommend it on 6-inch guns and less. That's one way of putting it. Like, you want it on something which probably doesn't have that much punch where you're improving the punch. On an 8-inch gun, I kind of feel that maybe Equilibrium Power is a bit of a waste, because an 8-inch gun already has quite decent penetration, quite decent bursting charge and things like that. Yes, you're going to make that better. But I think with an 8-inch gun, you probably want to retain the fire chance because of your rate of fire being decreased. If that makes sense. I mean, there may not be everyone's cup of tea. The thing is, does Massachusetts receive a penalty for a dispersion just because she's got better secondaries? I believe she does. However, I won't be playing her until probably the week before the end of the campaign. Trevor, Equilibrium Power only on light cruisers? Yeah, it's very much... yeah. She probably will have slightly worse dispersion than the Alabama, but won't be terrible, yes. Yeah. That's one way of putting it. I suspect a dispersion circle will be larger and has what they call the sigma, which is like the ratio of where, like, the grouping of the shells, or where the shells will land, will be slightly worse. But then I guess they make it slightly worse to try and encourage you to get in close because she is a brawler. Shipping forecast, Benson, Udachi, oh not Udachi, New Orleans, Hipper, okay, Gneisenauer, Nelson, Margie, Roma, Iowa. Oh, it tells me my sonar range in my hood. Oh, nice. And the range is up now, that's nice. What's the detectability? Yeah, still 14. Roma and Nelson are spotted. 3 out of 5 battleships are spotted. I would like to have seen more. There's the Gneisenhauer. Oh, just clipped her. What's that behind the Gneisenhauer in Iowa? Oh no, okay. Oh, nice. Nice work, nice work. It's going to be awkward with the Iowa there, though. Because the Iowa's got 16-inch guns, they're going to really hurt. Dumius, what do you think about the concealment mod on battleships? Is it even worth it? I'd be tempted with some ships. Like KG5. If you don't like a Jericho build on the King George V, because King George V already has like quite nice concealment, but she has quite like stumpy guns, I guess you could say, so she has got shorter range. If you could bring her detectability in a bit, it does mean she could probably get in or get out of a combat a little bit quicker, which would be quite nice. Would I recommend it on all battleships? No, I think it's one of those things. It might be a bit down to your playstyle. Do you put Kondo on and things like that? Then maybe that could be slightly more tempting. Also, it depends on, like, maybe could you consider it on a Gneisenhauer? If you like to push in, you'd like to get in close, that little bit of breathing space could help you get a bit closer, could help you take a little bit less damage on the way in. All sorts of ideas like that. Early in the morning. Trevor, sorry for all the questions. I did see patch notes, honestly. Is that new Bureau project worth doing? At the moment, I haven't seen a breakdown of the rewards at all the steps. I mean, the end rewards, the Duke and Edinburgh camo, Duke and Edinburgh is already going to come with a camo, so the end rewards don't really blow my socks off, is the best way to put it. However, are the rewards along the way worthwhile? I don't know, because we can't see what all the rewards are. We can only see what the end rewards are. So until they give us a breakdown in regards to that, it's very hard to say, honestly. Let's turn over this way. Spartacus, have over 590 global XP. Should I boost ships I don't have to populate fleet ships for Bureau project? What else would you do with it? That's the thing. Like, what's the flip side of that coin? Is there a ship you're looking for? Are you looking at maybe getting Prince Eugen or Atago or Atlanta or something like that? That's the thing. Without knowing what's on the other side of the coin, it's very hard to like say, yeah, do that or not, if you know what I mean. Vaz, I would say wait a week or two and see how you progress. Where's her torpedo launch? It's about midships, aren't they? She hasn't damage conned, so I've knocked out her torpedoes, and now she's damage conned. Right, bear with. We're just gonna mosey up here against the island and use our 5 repair parties. Oh. Let's see. I'm only gonna get a smidge out of the next one. Those torpedoes went into my set. However, Nelson broadside on. That is very tempting. Let's see. She's probably doing about that. Let's chance another volley at that. To be honest, Spartacus, don't you do it? You will regret it for sure. This year there will be so many new Global XP ships coming. To Trevor from Vaz, there are a few rewards along the way. They looked better than the skins. That's the thing. I think with that one, that Bureau project, it's more of the journey rather than the end rewards. She turned out. Yeah, she turned out. Oh, I was gone. Yeah, I'm feeling brave. Let's take my brave pills and go push the Zamagi. And then it was. I've already swapped the legendary skill on my event commanders. That'll be the Azure Lane first wave. Actually, well, they did post a comment saying that the fight fire with fire trait is not on the second wave Azure Lane commanders, or is it Azure Lane? Yeah, Azure Lane. Yeah. So I guess I better have a look at that. Yay! Well, that was actually kind of fun to play in Hood. Actually, Hood feels a lot better swapping that out. Oh, we actually moved the campaign along. Very nice. Mid-table. That's not too bad, really. I mean, only 47,000 damage. And we got ourselves a crate. Let's have a look. Yeah, so I think swapping those round on Hood, quite tempting with my speed build. Very tempting. Trevor, I've paused Gross Curfest halfway through last segment to start the new one. Anyway, taking 3 days to do one segment on the Gross Curfest. Got no commanders and one ship. Well, you just with what you do with the Gross Curfest is you just complete the fleet missions every day, and then just move it over, like activate it, play the fleet missions, get those like that little boost, and then skip to something else. Because by doing that, I was able to boost the Yamato about halfway through while I had the Gross Curfest and the Alaska ticking over. Oh, okay, rank up. There you go. That actually was useful. That makes a change. Normally the weekly boost commander crate are actually pretty useless. Yeah, sorry, I just wanted to see. Yeah, so they didn't add fight fire with fire to the second wave of Azure Lane commanders, which is not too bad, really. No, was the second wave commanders don't matter to me because will to rebuild. Major, will you be playing legendary battles for more ice coins, or not bother? Well, I do have to play legendary tier in order to get my premium supplies, so I've still got to do those 5 games, and those 5 games are going to probably rack up to about 10 games. No, my luck. So will that be better or not? I don't know. I mean, you know. She's so very tempting. She is so tempting. Division, if this continues. Z23. Okay, alright. We'll go play the Z23 before I contemplate that anymore. Dana was. Go on then. Let's pick you up. Let's see, where's the Z23? There's your Z23. My favourite one with the Germans is actually the armour. There's a lot of armour on the turret facing, but apart from that, they're pretty much the same as the as everyone else when it comes to armour thicknesses, which surprised me. I was expecting probably thicker armour, but no, it's exactly the same. Trevor, like the birthday stages, Vaz, just lots of rewards. Vaz, gearing for the stream major. I am very tempted. I am very tempted. I might do. If a name was, would you be happy to play a legendary tier game? If so, we'll probably be picking up the gearing. Baz, I can play a game too if you have room. Blast! I'll pick you up after this game then. If you're up for a legendary tier. This wasn't meant to be a gameplay stream, but it's kind of just turned into a gameplay stream plus discussion. So if that still floats your boat, then that's fine. And I guess also it makes it a bit more nice. Let's see, Z23, enemy team, Kid, Z23, connects off, Wichita, Gneisenhower, Vladivostok, Bismarck, Iowa. And then we can have a look at this. We can see text ability is 5.2, sonar is 4.4. Yeah, that's quite nice actually. And Dimophoenix doesn't mind. No, sorry. And then it was doesn't mind. Dimophoenix, I can't decide if I want to use the big guns in Z23. What do you say? Let me just point my ship in the right direction. Did I do that? Sorry. Tier 7 DDs. No, I didn't do a dual entry. But if I look at, say, the dual entry I did on the Guidey, the bigger caliber guns do work out as a higher DPM. Vaz, sure, I only need one win for the further premium missions. I only have luck with good teammates at Legendary tier. Every other tier takes 4 battles per win. Spartacus, I can boost several to tier 7, but if I do, I feel that I haven't earned them. And the other one is like, I started playing in August, I already earned enough Global XP, I already got the Russian ship in the Advent calendar and the Otago. If you're saying boost into tier 7, then I'd probably say nah, I wouldn't boost to tier 7. Tier 7 doesn't quite feel worthwhile sometimes. If you know what I mean. Maybe if you want to like boost to complete a tier 6 to play it and get like have a slightly better feel for that ship because it's fully upgraded, yeah, fair enough. But with tier 7, like it's very hit and miss sometimes. I mean, my favourite one is like the fastest Kraken I've ever seen. 4 minutes and 30 seconds from the first volley to the completion of the Kraken. Is sat in my email account, and that was done at tier 7. It's ridiculous. I look forward to commentating it for the channel, but yeah. I tell you this, you did good that game. There's a kid there. I'm just gonna grab the objective and then see what's what. I didn't quite pick up what the cruiser was. Trevor, I'm having more fun now at tier 5 and tier 6. Yeah, that's the thing. Like when I play, if I'm playing with division mates or on my own, I like to play tier 5, tier 6. I just find I enjoy those ships more. I find the matchmaking's a bit more fun, which is really strange. Whereas if I've played like tier 7, it seems like either you're playing with snowmen or you're playing against snowmen, and they just melt rapidly. So like that's why. And so I don't play tier 7 that much. I play it occasionally. I like to play the odd ship every now and then. I don't mind it. I do enjoy it every now and then. But it doesn't earn you enough. It doesn't earn you enough credits. And then the experience can be completely underwhelming. You kind of feel it's the top tier. It's where like you should have the hardest challenge. I sometimes play it and I go, this is just stupid. Like there's more. You get more of a challenge at lower tiers than at the higher tiers. Ooh. We'll just park here. Oh yeah. Let's pitch up your tent, get your campfire on, try and knock his engines out. Got to move it forward a bit. Oh, I have knocked his engines out. Blast, he's going to get away. No, he's not. Well, this is the thing, like, it's kind of, look at the map now, this is tier 7. And I'm not really putting much attention into this. I'm chatting away, and you can just look at the map control. The enemy's just given up on the map. They've got absolutely no map control. We're overrunning the Alpha objective. We've got more ships in close support of the Bravo objective than the enemy does. The enemy's just formed a great big ball of doom over at the Charlie objective. I mean, potentially maybe they could still win because they're focusing all their DPM into a single zone, but it also then means that they don't have that DPM anywhere else. And therefore, if we can pick off the stragglers, they can't put up much resistance. I got a Knetzel firing on me. There's a Wichita which just hasn't turned on his radar. Why not? I'm within 8 or what? I'm within 7. His radar range is 9 kilometers. Well, this is a 23. A dispersion. There we go. Oh no, he's probably got his sonar on. And he's not going to come around the corner. Yeah, he's probably got me detected for a little while, but as long as I stay nice and cozy, I should be alright. Oh no, it's turned off, so either it was sonar or he had his radar on. I think he's going to take one in the rear. Yeah, I got one in the rear. Wichita should be leave me alone in a minute. There we go. Which one was it? It's that eye where I want to shoot at because I know he's used his damage con, so just gonna let my smoke roll out. And now we see if we can get a fire going. There's one, and he won't be able to damage con it. See if we can get a second one, see if we can wrap them up nice and quickly. But don't set that third fire. That's the new trick. 3 fires bad. 2 fires good. Nice, there he goes. And now that IO was separated from the pack, so he's going to be very easy to focus off. Meanwhile, we got Valavis stock and a Gneisenau now and a Knetsov all huddled up there, using each other for cover. Where am I? Doing this. I hope you like my Kraken on tier 4, something different from the tier 7 tedious games. Did you send that in today? I'll have to have a look at that. Oh, the Wichita's so weak. Oh, it's so tempting. It's so tempting. Oh, alright, game over. Forgive me, just having a good time, chilling in tier 7. That's the thing. Like, tier 7's where you can go to chill sometimes, because it's just. Spartacus, community manager, said that beta for carriers would debut first quarter of the new year. Not even mentioned in the patch notes. Yeah, no. So it maybe not this patch. Maybe basically it's either going to be February patch. It's probably going to be February patch. Well, that's not supposed to happen. Maybe not slam. Maybe not alarm him. Do this. I've actually spent 2 games, 2 Krakens. I've actually sent you 2 games, 2 Krakens, in fact. So that must have been very recently, because I checked the email account the other day. Spartacus, the legendary rentals, do they hit the bureau after February the 1st? Don't know. I haven't got a clue. I suspect. Fair enough. So 23 first. I mean, if I had to guess, okay, this is just completely off the cuff, just me making it up. If I had to guess, then I would say that these rental ships are test ships. They'll basically be rentable now, then they'll disappear for a patch, and then they'll come back into the bureau. So if they're going to come in, then I would probably say it might be the March update. That would be my guess. Vaz, if you're around, actually, because you mentioned. And I'm gonna be a bad boy. Where's the gearing? There's the gearing. Let's get the gearing. Let's get the gearing. Let's see, who would I normally put in a destroyer? Halsey. Happy with Halsey? Happy with Halsey. Yes, I think. It's not an optimum build. It's just my old build, but we'll go for that. Modules. Torpedo reload. Concealment, goes without saying. Steering on propulsion. Difficult to say. Don't need that. No, go aiming systems. Flag. Second beta flag. Camo. Type 1. Booster. Credits. Let's do this. So, first game in the gearing. Let's see. So what's this legendary? Think about that one. So it's like a beta test. Yeah, that's what I'm treating it as. I suspect that these 3 premiums are like a beta test, and then they're going to disappear for a patch while they tweak them, and then they bring them back in the patch after, or another one after that. Spoilers, at first glance, I thought it read Goring. Baz, I think your torp range is further than my gun range, Major. Yeah. Like, why has the gearing got better torpedo range than the Shimakaze? So, let's have a look at this. Tech ability is 5.6, and that is with Look at Me and Now, Bay, and a Type 1 camo. Torpedo range 6. My torpedoes go. Wait. Look at the difference. I could torpedo them where they spawn. I mean, why not? Like, you he's in range. God, this is ludicrous. This is brilliant. Why not? Like, I'll put one over there. Okay, yeah, it's got a 2-minute reload. That's fine. I can wait. I mean, I'm not going to be anywhere near the enemy for 2 minutes. I thought, man, what's the reload time? Yeah, 1 minute 53. Vaz, oh no, I have half a kilometre on you. Let's go scout. Go, torpedoes, go. Oh, there's 5 of them. This is nuts. Edinburgh range, dropping the smoke screen. Yeah, you definitely want that torpedo. Bear in mind, I have got the torpedo module on this, which does reduce the reload time. So you are looking at a very painfully long reload time. And as you're an American, you don't have a torpedo style commander. But just having that range is nuts. This is beautiful. I mean, all those reversing or static battleships at the back of the map, they're not safe. What's that? A Targo. Just in range. I want to get into like some proper range and use these guns. And I know the Edinburgh hasn't got radar because he's in a smoke screen. Just that widespread, that is so wide. Everything's in range. That's in range. The Iowa oh my god. The Iowa reversing's in range. I've got to do it. Sorry. There you go. Alright, let's turn away now. Mission complete. Torpedoing their most rearward ship, which is reversing. Oh, if I get him, that'd be hilarious. Oh, goes GK. No, Margie. Oh, okay. Oh, blast. GK's really close. I was hoping the GK would be further away. The Margie's turning though. Should be clear of the GK now. I've still got 12 seconds of smoke left. How's those torps? Oh no, he twigged on. No, those torps missed, okay. Oh, come on, GK, keep coming forward. I've got torpedoes for you in a second. It would be nice to have a slightly more penetration on these HE shells. Oh, I've got fire now. Ah, there we go. AP is better. Okay, that's the grosser Kerfest sonar. This is the problem with the grosser Kerfest and that sonar. It's great at maybe, say, picking stuff up. The problem is you really can't respond to anything that you actually see with your sonar. And that's why I really don't rate the sonar on the GK. Rightio, it looks like we actually have a quiet moment, so I can actually catch up with the chat. And where was I? It was a week ago that I sent it in. Thought you got them. Pretty good games. I'll have to double check. Maybe I downloaded them and then didn't. Yeah, maybe I downloaded them and then forgot about them. Let's see. What's the reload? Do I think I'll cover that? Oh no, yeah, okay. It's torque dispersion, better than the Shimakaze. It's a torque dispersion. I think narrow. I don't think you'd ever leave narrow band. I think I may have upset the grosser Kerfest on the enemy team potentially. Fourth gamer, to be fair, it requires a fair degree of luck to hit something so far away, but I would still take a couple of kilometers off. The thing is, I think just having that reach, if you can just catch an unlucky person who is just not paying attention, not thinking about that kind of torpedo range, then I mean, will that Atago still be there in 83 seconds time? Probably not. Will the grosser Kerfest be there in about 47 seconds time though? Potential. Let's do that. And although I would love to maybe open fire from here, I'm just going to hold off. No, he looks like he's turning, so we might just open fire now then. Let's see those. Oh, he's actually turned broadside onto my torpedoes so he could use more secondaries. Oh, this is lovely. So yeah, the gearing is highly recommended. Oh. The thing is, it's Krakens on the guide. Ah, that was it. Yes, and the T-22. Yes, I now remember it. Yes, the German destroyers. Yes, saved and stashed. I'll give them a proper check over at some point. Yeah, I do remember it now. Thoughtful gamer, and a lot of people slow down near the spawn in some maps, so it could be devastating in some cases. Vaz, I could use a will to rebuild. Friend, okay, alright, where are I? Sorry. Ah, damn, Bloss, I didn't notice. Thoughtful gamer, the absolute fool. Oh, the plane's gone. I shot the plane down. So it looks like she has quite good AA too as well, because that plane was right over by oh, Tenebus is in the Conqueror. Why didn't you say so, sir? I think that would be what I'd like. That would be what I'd probably pick up next, although the Worcester's very tempting. Yeah, I don't have any complaints. I mean, what's this thing doing? Like, he not in gun range, but is in torp range. This is... And the torpedoes aren't even that bad. They do 17,000 damage. I mean, I've only torped battleships, and that was 9 hits, 7 floodings. Yeah, if you... Fourth gamer, the Worcester is not British. Don't lie to us, Major. I know she's not British, but the only one that is British is a battleship. And I'm definitely more of a destroyer and cruiser player. I think Gearing's like a enemy cruiser destroyed. Yeah. Me likey very much. Yeah, I could see me playing Gearing a lot more. This is what I've been waiting for. This is what I've been waiting for at Legendary Tier. Something that suits my playstyle. And Gearing's nice. If I had to choose, I mean, I think you'd probably go propulsion mods. Yeah, propulsion mods. That's what you do. Pardon me. Yeet. Splish splash, all my teammates are trash. And then was Heichi. Conqueror is beautiful. Oh, I bet. So I have the Yamato. Do I have to use it for the new coin challenges, or use tier 7s and hope for a legendary encounter? Both. Jumping in here. So you got legendary trials where you have to play a legendary tier ship, and then you have base in the legendary, which is basically using the tier 7. So you kind of have to do a bit both. You have to play a bit of tier 7, you have to play legendary. If you have just the Yamato, then maybe look at these rentals. Gearing's nice. Gearing's really nice. I'm surprised how nice Gearing is. So do we do another one? Thing is, Worcester is going to be very situational. I can just see her going pop so quickly. Sorry, champs. Mike, I'm going to love it. Oh yeah, no, I bet. She's gonna go pop so easily. Do it. Let's do Worcester. This is the thing, like, although yes, going after the Conqueror would be nice, I definitely want something different. Scott? Equilibrium of Power? Or Kincaid? That would make her very nippy. What does she actually come with? Oh, she comes with radar! Which you can swap out for a plane if you like planes. She's definitely having that. It's only a 10% fire chance. Let's take Kincaid. And yes, we will put a camera on it. Yes, we'll put one of those on. No. One of those on. One of those on. Let's see. You know what? Let's play her naked. Let's play her naked. Let's see how this goes. Sorry, look over in the chat. Trevor just saying, "Do it, do it, do it." I'm glad I can count on my community to help with my decisions. Well, nicely done, Major. I've got to go. Good luck to everyone, and enjoy everyone. Thank you, Gamer. Hope you have a good evening. Let's see how Well, I got first of all, I got to find myself a wife, which is any island. This is going to be the last game as well. So unfortunately, we won't have time to persuade me into getting the Conqueror. Oh, I have me an island. No torpedoes, unfortunately. 9-kilometer radar. Okay. Whoa, 5 gearings. Yeah, this is the thing. This is what Legendary Tier needs. Some actual diversity. That's the problem with it. Probably up until this update, Legendary Tier has just been a dumpster fire of just boredom. It has not been enjoyable in any way. And I think they kind of realised if they didn't introduce these ships, Legendary Tier is just going to die. Sorry, chaps. You're going to have to go forth. I don't want to die so quickly. Let's see. What was my detectability? My detectability is 11.7. Those turrets traverse quite quickly. So I don't think she needs any like turret mods. I mean, you see how quickly they just rotate. Those turrets, the way they rotate is nuts. Just got to learn how the lead is on this. Got to reactivate that module in my head. I mean, I would love to just go help out in that middle. I mean, that's almost the perfect spot for me. Well, there goes one gearing. Okay, sorry, just got to get used to the leading on this, because that's always the problem with these floaty shell cruisers sometimes, is just realising how much you have to lead, and then of course they turn, they just decelerate, accelerate. Now I do have Ingenious on this, so I should realise when I'm in a bit of a brown pants moment. Which I probably am going to be in one soon. Yeah, there we go.
The ship is on fire.
Oh, crumbs. Oh, crumbs. And these are gearing torpedoes, they're just going to go on and on and on. There we go, found me a gap. God lord, I've really got a lead on this. Not too much? I've gone from too far behind to too far forward. Right, let's go for 2.5. What does 2.5 get me? 2.5's probably going to be about right. Yeah, 2.5's working out alright. Good lord, there's tons of turret traverses. Nuts. Trevor, will these rentals, the rock, paper, scissors works instead of just standoff and max range? I hope so. I hope these change the meta. Because, yeah, like you said, with a lot of legendary tier games, it's who can put their Yamato closest to the back of the map. And hopefully, yeah, hopefully this will change it. Especially the gearing. The gearing looks to be a massive meta changer. And especially when you consider that people who have been cracking on will be unlocking the Karabosk and the Shimikaze as well. We should see a nice flexibility in destroyers. I mean, I haven't even been able to do too much in this. The gearing's definitely fun. This is a bit, you know you're fragile. I think she definitely needs more. It's going to take me a bit of training to just learn her gun arcs because they are very, very floaty shells. But I think once you've done like a bit of training in her and you've got a couple of games on your belt and you can kind of read how those shells are going to hit and where they're going to hit and stuff like that. That's when she's then going to start really reining it in. Especially, she's going to be maybe potentially a little bit map specific. If you can get certain maps, then she's definitely going to be more fun on them. She definitely... Well, actually, we've pretty much doubled our damage in this game so far, since we started picking on this. Yay, actually got myself a kill. How did you get the Worcester? Oh, by renting it. I decided to get myself a load of is it Super Santa crates, and I've gone and got this, the gearing and the Worcester. Decided to get those two. Yeah, they're in the new they're in the New Year 21 store. Miss Gamer, that's what I am talking about. A true cruiser, not an Alaska. Miss Gamer, the ships are rentals. Yeah. Eternal Abyss did very well in the Conqueror. To be honest, I think what would I change in this? What is it? That would be tempting. I think propulsion for sure. I think you might want to go main battery, and if you're going to do main battery, you probably want to counter it with a main battery. Yeah. I mean, I do know I said that would be the last one, but I think we'll take the gearing out again. She's so nice. Name was, I am very much having fun in the Conqueror. Yeah, I think I might commit and just go ahead and rent all three and just play them and see how they go. And I know I shouldn't, but it's tempting. I think they're probably the most worthwhile things, probably with those coins, is the best way to put it. Miss Gimmer, where are my manners? Hello, captains and major. Yeah, hello, everyone. Grish, you have to pay 1,500 to rent Worcester. Yes, you need to 1,500 Icebreaker coins, and you can either earn those Icebreaker coins or you get 250 Icebreaker coins out of each Super Santa crate. So, yeah, I mean, I treated myself to a load of Super Santa crates as basically my own personal Christmas present to myself. Managed to get myself Prince Idol Friedrich out of it, and then decided, well, I get the gearing and get the Worcester. If you want to know what the special trait of the gearing is, just watch the mini map as I switch from my gun view to my torpedo view. I love it. Look at it. Where do they spawn? Spawn over there somewhere, don't they? Oh look, I've even got an RDF indicator to tell me. Let's see. Well, we'll just do one there. I'll do one there. We'll just wait 2 minutes. It'll be fine. Go, my beauties. Go find something. Oh, you could even do widespread, you know, just if they find something, it'd be brilliant. Let's see, what's that? Enemy gearing. Oh, it's a content creator as well. I have no idea who it is. I just recognise that the badge is a content creator's badge. So we're looking at the gearing. Let's see. Wow, that's a GK. Yeah, so we know where the gearing is. The gearing is... Well, she knows where I am too. Yeah, gearing's just in front of the... There's the Alaska. Alaska's 2. She's in here. To be honest, I'd rather let her come to me rather than me go to her. Go, torpedoes, go! Go, torpedoes, go! Yeah, she's left, but she's still over in that general direction. Oh no. Oops. Let's do a massive smoke. We just do... Are you flexing? I think he's flexing. Okay. There's the gearing. No, I was spotted by the Alaska. Ah, tits. Gearing's probably got torpedoes about now. Ah, balls. What is the range and speed of those torpedoes? I think it's 16.5 kilometers and 60 knots. Doesn't tell you. But yeah, they punch hard sometimes. They got a nice setup though. Alaska went on the flank and then flexed as the... Basically they all got in position and then came in all at the same time. So they're definitely partied up and communicating quite nicely. Because the gearing like came in, floated, and then he then floated around, then came back in at the same time that the Alaska came around the corner, and the Grosser Kurfürst also is it's taking its time to push in, but has then pushed in. It's quite good. I don't like your chances, Vass. No, I was coming in so I can try and find the destroyer once spotted. Fair enough. I messed it up by getting that torpedo. Grish, can you give me doubloons? Unfortunately, no. Even if I wanted to, I have looked into the potential of being able to send people even like credit or something on this. Well, even on the PlayStation Network, but it's just very, very awkward. The only way you could do it is if I had like multiple PSN accounts in multiple regions, and then that only really covers off the PlayStation. That then means I have to then consider how to the Xbox market. I couldn't even buy like the disc copy of the game and give away the code because the code would be regionalized. So I'd have to like be able to buy the game in multiple in the nation of the winner. It just gets, unfortunately, so doing like prize draws and things like that, unless you're actually a CC and you have like an arrangement with Wargaming in order to actually do a giveaway, then actually as a non-official CC, being able to arrange and carry out a giveaway is actually pretty near on impossible, I guess you could say. What have we got time for? You're gonna, yeah. Good. Well, tell me best. Do you want to just jump into another game? Well, unfortunately, leave Vaz to his misery. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like our team put much resistance up against in any other areas of the map either. Vaz, all good. Grish, do you have the Iowa? No, she's one of 2 ships I have outstanding, is the best way to put it. Benno, can you play the Conqueror? Unfortunately not, because I don't have enough coins left to get the Conqueror as well. No, I'm gonna have to, yeah. We'll probably get the Conqueror eventually, but not going to be getting the Conqueror anytime soon. I think I might call it there. I would say we've done 2 hours, which is fair enough. Yeah, I think if people are happy to say that. Oh, let's have a look at the warts then. Yeah, balls that up massively. But for this being we've had 2 games, 1 hit, 1 miss, I guess it is what it is, unfortunately. The thing is, I don't want to leave the stream on that kind of game. There's Vaz tempting me. Let's try one more game then. Let's see if we can get 2 nice games out of 3. Hopefully, let's try not to potato in this game. Let's see how we go. Vaz, game done. All died but me, laugh out loud. Yeah, no. Getting stuck up against the division which is communicating with each other is very rough. Especially when they all do everything perfectly. I probably should have been wiser or paying more attention, but we'll see. Bum, da, da, da. So yeah, well, yeah, we'll make this the last one of the stream, and then I've probably got to go feed the rabbits and all of that hoo-ha. Let's see what we got. Udachi, Fletcher in a division with an Edinburgh, and that's it. Then we have Kuznetsov in a division with a Jean Bar. Then we have an Edinburgh in a division with the Fletcher, sorry. Then we have a last Jean Bar. Oh, good lord, there's lots of divisions here. Go, little bug, go. Let's see how we do here. So moving over to the left. Again, doesn't look like a super great game matchmaking wise. Gosh, I like your stream. Oh, much obliged, much obliged. Vaz, someone has a kill already. Oh, Alaska. Was it 9 kilometers we need to get away? Slowly making the distance on her. Only a kilometer to go. I think we're slowing down to quarter speed. Got to lead quite a bit on these guns, but when you consider the Atlanta guns, how much you have to lead on the Atlanta, it's understandable. Hello, Brandon. Good to see you, good to see you. Ah, finally Alaska's turned on her radar. There you go. Destroy kills radar cruiser. Let's see, where did that come from? Yeah, that came from that division. Nice. Oh, there's a destroyer in. Oh, Neptune's beard. I think I'm going to trade my life here because I don't think I'm going to be able to survive because she's so thick in the water. I don't have smoke for... I'm not... the Edinburgh's going to get me. Unless I can get away from this Edinburgh in time. I think I can. What division was the Fletcher from? Fletcher was from Division C, which is working with the Edinburgh. Right, time to go on a elephant hunt. There you go, she's in range. The chances are so slim she's going to be there in 76 seconds time. So let's go. Let's do one there and one there. And then let's try and close into farming range with our guns and pop a smoke. Oh. Brilliant. What's the eye next to the map? But yeah, basically on the mini map, they've identified your detectability range. They tell you your detectability range. They give you all the details down there nicely below, and it also tells you when you're detected, why you're detected. It's really quite useful, or helpful for newer players at least. Let's see, move it there. Yeah.
Screen set.
Fortunately, that smoke screen's outlived its purpose. Just got to play the life of a torpedo boat now. But the Conqueror hit me with a 40k salvo to open the match. Yeesh, I so didn't have the HP to contend with those two battleships at the end. Yeah. This is Living Nice Dangerously. What are we looking at? 5.6. Oh, I got one. Might get some more. I think. I'd love to open fire, but I can't. Nice. That frees me up. I just keep him inspired. That's all I can do. If only he knew I was just here watching him. Well, that was a lot better game than the gearing. So 2 out of 3 games. That's I'm happy enough with that. Yeah. So yeah, she can yield it. Just don't get torpedoed by fluke, and she does alright. Just fair enough. I'm quite happy with that. Well, that is a better game to end the stream on. So I'd like to say thank you to everyone for coming along. As always, I will briefly go through the chat, and I think, considering she served us so well during the game, I think we'll leave it with the gearing on screen. There we go. So, thank you for everyone for coming along. If you can, give it a thumbs up before you leave. That's always much appreciated. Helps with the channel and everything. So I'd like to say thank you to Thoughtful Gamer, to Pilot Guy 1000, to A Name That Was, to Peter Talon, to Stuart Spencer, to DJ Shag or Yeet, to Guest Glitches. I'd like to say thank you to Mr. MacJob. Good to see you. Also Captain Saxman and Sam Arth Pator. I'd say thank you to Dimothenus, to Spencer Machine, to Trevor Stevens. I'd say thank you to Justin Bowman. New name, good to see you as well. Thank you to Maori Mella. Thank you to Matt Michaels. Yeah, Matt Michaels. Do apologise. Thank you to Edward Traff. I do apologise if I butcher these names. I do apologise. Thank you to Spartacus. Thank you to Vaz Vegas. Thank you to Mike Diambra. Thank you to DXRK Gersh. Gersh? Yeah, Gersh. Thank you to what I call Mixer Gamer. Thank you. Thank you to Benny Boy. Thank you to Brandon as well. Thank you to everyone who has come along. Much appreciated. I hope you've enjoyed the little bit of looking at what's new in the patch, plus playing a bit of the couple of the new ships. I think Gearing's a good one to pick up. Worcester's interesting. Conqueror, haven't played it myself, but sounds like she might be quite a nice one as well. Have a good night, name was. Have a good evening, Vaz, as well. Armour Viewer, we have briefly covered it off. There you go. If you want a general idea what it's like, but it's best to just play around a bit and see how it goes for you. Yeah, thank you to everyone. So, if you're not a subscriber, feel free to subscribe. If you already are subscribed, thank you very much for coming along. If you want to send any of your own game captures into the channel, then our email address is under the About tab, and also is the link to Patreon if you want to support the channel on Patreon. Until next time, I'm Gavin from Asia, and back to the port. cheerio, gentlemen. Happy holidays, Merry Christmas, and look after yourselves and stay safe.